Johann. Sailing across the Oder, the second largest river in Poland, the monumental view of Szczecin appears before our very eyes. A city of water, greenery, a city of freedom. Welcomed by the tempting sweet smell of chocolate floating in the air, thanks to the nearby factory of this sweet treat, we begin our conquest of the port city. A city with a stormy past, full of monuments, modernity, multicultural history, omnipresent greenery. A city with a unique character that captivates you from the very first sight. From the water, the view of Chrobry embankment is one of the representative points of the city. From the crown there is a magnificent view of the harbour and embankments. It is here that the largest and most beautiful sailing ships in the world have moored several times already for the tall ships races and the final leg. Water and greenery constitute more than a half of the size of the city, while the proximity to the sea attracts tourists and water sports enthusiasts like a magnet. Szczecin is a city full of important historical events. We are going to several accessible areas of the former Szczecin shipyard. In the communist period of rule, significant events for Poland and Europe took place right here. The first of the famous agreements with the ruling government was signed on the premises, marking the beginning of a hopeful period called later the Carnival of Solidarity. As we head towards the city center, we visit another place where Szczecin dwellers said no to the communist authorities. On the historic Solidarity Square, where tragic events for Szczecin had taken place, a unique building was constructed. The Upheavals Dialogue Center is a modern museum, place for meetings and discussions on the latest history of the city, region, Poland and Europe.
And free peoples everywhere.
The edifice emerging from the ground was named the best public space in Europe and best building in the world. The museum is located in the neighborhood of another architectural icon of the city, considered the most beautiful building in Europe, the Mieczysław Karłowicz Philharmonic Hall. The Golden Sun Hall and the Moon Hall can seat over 1,000 music lovers. We go to one of several parks in the city, Kasprowicza Park. This green enclave stretches beyond Jasne Błonia and hides a unique place. The Rose Garden, with almost 100 species of these most beautiful flowers. Here, during the spring and summer, concerts, workshops and dance parties are held, attracting residents and tourists alike. A star-like layout of Szczecin squares is reminiscent of the French capital, earning the city the nickname Paris of the North. Its center consists of large roundabouts and streets, and along these beautiful eclectic houses stretch. In one of these, the oldest working cinema in the world is located. Pioneer 1907 is an extremely charming and intimate cinema that is listed in the Guinness World Records. The next place we visit certainly deserves to be included in the Book of Records. Many meters underground in the cold basement of a former 19th century brewery, liquor valued by connoisseurs all over the world and produced only in Szczecin lies maturing in oak wine barrels, the oldest of which date back to 1947. Starka, often referred to as the gold of Szczecin.
In the smell and taste you can find really Polish tradition, Polish history, Polish nature.
It is the noblest and most mysterious of all Polish liquors. Its story is over 500 years old, and a walk through the basement of the factory is an extraordinary experience, comparable only to sampling this most sophisticated alcoholic drink. Rich in new experiences, warmed up from the inside, we bid Szczecin farewell. The memory of time well spent here will be with us for a very long time.